At what point, I guess, did the data points become surprising? Because we're all braced for just a world of pain.
I think you're right, Heidi. I mean, nothing really surprises us anymore. It's worth remembering that's an advanced reading on Singapore, so that the numbers are actually going to get worse as the year goes past. The story for Singapore had been that it was meant to be something of a better year. Exports were picking up a little bit, and of course, along came the coronavirus. And those figures that we're seeing today, by the way, won't capture the brunt of what's going on in Singapore now, which is the big lockdown that they're pushing through on the bars and on the entertainment front. And that's probably put a hole in tourism for some time to come. We know that the government is planning to spend more money. We could get some detail on those measures today. And we know that the central bank has brought forward their own meeting in terms of how they want to respond to handle this crisis. So Singapore is one of those small open economies in the world that we all look to get a gauge as to what's happening in terms of the world economy. And certainly the message in Singapore is that it's getting whacked, and we know that there's still plenty of pain to come.
Yeah, Singapore already now expected to post its biggest budget deficit since at least 1997. And how much fiscal room do all of these countries in Asia have to really fight this economic fallout from the outbreak?
Well, first of all, Sherry, whether they have room or not, I think there seems to be almost a consensus now among economists that these governments have got to borrow. Interest rates are quite low. Now is the time to borrow and put a cushion under their economies. So when we get past the virus and the virus will pass, well, then the thinking is that these businesses will be in better order to rebound and the broader economy can rebound. So I think it's important to say that there's been a big ideological shift in the whole debt and deficit debate right around the world. Look at the conservative administrations in the US and in the UK and in Australia, for example. But in Asia specifically, if anywhere in the world has some space to borrow, it's Asia. Central government debt ratios are quite low here compared to others. So Singapore is among those that does have fiscal space, and by all accounts, we're certainly going to use some of it.